Okay, so what I'd like to do is show you guys how to use tabs in InDesign. The one main reason I want you guys to use the tab is for the table of contents. So what I have here is my table of contents. Yours might be in a different order than this, but it all depends on where your stuff is. Like you can see I have my welding here, and I have this welding dude here, and that's on page 15. So that's my last one, because the last page, 16, is all the information, and make sure that you do include your name. All right, so here we go, table of contents. So what you could do here is you could space these out with a bunch of periods and things like that, but that is not the best way to do it. Okay, because if you did increase the size of your type, then you can see how that whatever you space is going to move around. But if you do it the way that I want to show you, it'll stay right where it's at because we're going to be using tabs. All right, so if I put a tab here, it defaults to just a few little characters over. I'm going to go to Window, I'm going to Type rather, and Tabs. It's right there. So under Type, Tabs, and if your tab bar isn't in the right place, there's this little upside down horseshoe which is supposed to look like an old-fashioned magnet, and as long as you have your text frame selected, you can click the magnet and it'll snap right to it. Did you guys see how that did? It snapped right to it. See, I moved it, snaps right to it. There we go. All right, so what I'd like to do is I'd like to take a minute to show you guys where these tabs are. We'll zoom up on this. This is a left tab, center tab, right tab, and then align to a decimal. Anytime you guys do anything that has to do with money, you're going to want to do the align to decimal. All right. What I'd like to do this time, I'm just going to do align right because I want all of my letters, all of my numbers to line up on the right side of my text box. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click this guy and I'm going to click here. So wherever I put that with my text box selected, that's where that's going to be. If somehow you don't get the right one, if you double click this, or if you see how it's highlighted with that blue, that'll let you know that it's selected. So now I need to zoom out because I got to see what I have here. I'm going to grab my type tool. You got to be careful about just putting tabs on one line of text, because if you do that, it won't do your whole text box. So the best way to do it is to first set it up with your arrow tool, or you can click your text tool and do Command All, and that will also allow you to set it for your entire thing. All right. So now when I go to Automotive Technology, hit Tab. See that I already have the numbers in there? See how nice they line up there? Okay. So this is the right way of doing this. If I go Command A and increase the size of my type, see that? Well, except for the one that doesn't fit. It all stays right where it's supposed to be. And that's a really important thing. All right. The next thing I want to show you guys is how to put leaders on. You guys have heard of leader dots, right? So if I just put a period and then hit the tab key, now there's little leader dots on everything. The end. Everybody got it? One more thing though, for the leaders, you can put whatever you want in those leaders. So you could have a dot space, you could have dashes, you could have, question marks. Doesn't matter. So I don't want to go any further than that, but I did want to show you guys that. So as long as you select your tab, I can say space $. There we go. That looks nice. All right, that's it. Thanks.